Dang, dude. Ooh. So ridiculous, dude. Yo. What? No way, bro. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to be getting into episodes 13 and 14 of Shippuden. Y'all, I've been really excited to watch these episodes this week. Today's Friday, so usually I record Naruto on Tuesdays and Fridays now. I'm trying to switch up the schedule a little bit, but you know, those days in between are brutal to wait. It's always tough, but especially on the times where we leave off on a damn cliffhanger with Kisame coming in and Itachi coming in. Holy shit, dude. They're about to pop off, it seems. Definitely really excited for this one. Let's go ahead and recap the character ratings from last time. We gave MVP to Sakura, dude. I really loved her growth, you know, kind of shown in the last episodes, even more so than in the fight against, you know, like the practice fight against, what's his face? Kakashi. Look at that, my recall, it's amazing. Against her fight against Kakashi, man. No, it just seemed like her medical jutsu in practice, but even more so than that, it's more about her demeanor, her confidence. It's so different than OG Naruto, where she was always like kind of the first one to crumble kind of thing. I mean, she was always there to support people, of course, but she was, you know, she lacked the confidence. You could totally tell from it, right? So to see her growth between OG Naruto and now is just, it's really great to see. For the best moment, we gave that to Kankuro when he acknowledges Gaara as his little brother. You know, I don't think we've heard him call Gaara brother at all in the series up to this point. You know, they've always had a lot of animosity, which makes sense, but you know, once again, showing the development of their characters and their relationship. Really great to see that, especially him kind of putting his trust in Naruto as well. And lastly, for the funniest moment, we gave that to Kakashi once again with his bashfulness. I don't know, dude, his like little laugh and like whenever his eye gets like all squinted and like, I don't know, the facial expression and the laugh are just perfect together. It gets me every time. But yeah, I think with that, we can probably get into these episodes. If y'all enjoy these reactions, consider dropping a like, subscribing, all that good YouTube stuff. Check out the Patreon if you want access to uncut reactions. We're 4 weeks ahead there. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here to watch with me. Let's go and get into it.
思い出したようですね。
俺と会ったことがあるのか。
真珠は頭の方も獣レベルのようですね。
Man, what a cliffhanger we left off last time. I was not expecting Itachi to come in this early though.
久しぶりですね、カカシさん、ナルト君。
ナルト君。
サスケ君と同じシャリンガン。この人がサスケ君とナルトを苦しめてる人。この野郎。あらまで。俺がお前らぶっ潰す。
みんな、あいつの目を直接見るな。
Yeah. So hype, dude.
これが暁か。
Damn, that laugh. It's gonna be interesting to see more of Kisame.
イトン爆睡勝破。
Damn, bro. He's got a lot of water in him.
行きますよ。
Cool, dude. It's like a water Pokemon using surf.
イタチの現実は同日。視覚ではめるタイプだ。目さえ合わせなければ OK だ。
分かってるって。どうやって戦えば。
それはな、体や足の動きだけで奴の行動を判断。
That's tough, dude. That'd be so hard to like, especially fighting like a skilled opponent. Already puts you kind of at like a disadvantage. And yeah, like it's so hard to just like not look in someone's eyes. It's so so normal to do that. It's the default.
シャリンガンを相手にするのは久しぶりじゃが。
Lord, 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 please.
この道術とやり合うにはいくつかの戦術がある。 1対1なら必ずに2対1なら後ろを取れじゃ。1対1なら必ず逃げろはわかるな。まず勝ち目はないということじゃ。2対1なら1人が現実にかけられてももう1人が操る1人、本体を叩けば現実は解ける。無理でも仲間をどつけば現実を解いてやることもできる。
Okay, it's not the most overpowered thing in a group setting, and that's interesting.
ある後ろから常に攻める手だ。
さすが年食ってるだけある。
I feel like for Itachi, then you definitely wouldn't want to use Mangekyo, however you say it. It was funny. My last video, someone was like, "Gecko?" Like, yes, Itachi is a gecko, confirmed. It's honestly wild how much water he can like not summon but like use. Yeah.
凄まじいまでの膨大なチャクラ量があって初めてなせる技だ。カカシ先生、待てって、どういうことだってばよ。
わしのシャリンガンに対する戦術間違っとるとでも言いたいのか。
万華鏡シャリンガンという本来のシャリンガンよりも強力な同術を使います。その同術を食らえばほんの一瞬で奴の現実を体感することになります。
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part. Like time compresses. So even if your friend saves
でも
you,
私は奴の術中に丸3日間さまよい、
you'll still be in there for a long time, technically. Dang, dude, that's strong as shit. Yeah, I guess she wouldn't know about
一度私の
the Mangekyo.
いるだけのことはある。
分かってるのはそれだけじゃないよ。お前はあの同術を使用した後かなり疲労し、戦いをすぐ収めて立ち去ろうとした。
しかしイタチさん、その目を使いすぎるのはあなたにとっても危険。
あれはかなりのチャクラを必要とする上に、お前の目にとっても何らかの重いリスクを伴うようだな、イタチ。
たった一度の手合わせでよく分析している。
お前の視力どこまで落ちている？
Weekends.
カカシさん、あなたまさか。
I'm very curious what that could mean or why.
ガイ先生、テンテン。
It's a clone.
イタチも敵と接触したようだが、キサメは戦闘中か。
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna slow down their chakra use for that ability too. Let's go, Lee. Dang. Oh, I got a sword back though. Is that from 1010? Okay, 1010. We get to see some 1010. It's funny. My girlfriend didn't even like remember 1010. She's like, "Is this a new person?" I'm like, "No, we met her. She just wasn't in OG Naruto too much."
奴はどこへ行った？正面だ。上がってくるぞ。
Man, having Byakugan is clutch in a group.
まったく厄介なガキどもですね。
水遁系忍術にそのでかい刀。お前は
思い出していただけたようですね。
He's gonna say something stupid, isn't he?
どこかであったような気も。
まだ思い出せないんですね。
I really hope they tell us how he's losing the strength of his eyes.
ナルト、こいつは俺がやる。
また戦わないチームワークってやつかよ。
いや、今回は援護を頼む。俺もこいつ相手じゃ一人で抑え。
Yeah, no way, dude.
まず俺が奴の隙を作る。隙ができたら迷わず撃て。了解。
そんな簡単に隙を見せるとお思いですか。
Oh, these got some weapons.
なるほど。あんな大きな刀を軽々と振り回し、なかなか隙を見せてくれませんね。
これでどう？
何かしま
厄介な刀ね。
Oh, here we go again.
それがお前
見ればわか
Why?
わかるのとそうでないのとは大きな違いがあるのだ。
る。さすがはガイ先生。
God, it's so ridiculous, dude.
何を今さら。毎回のこのノリもなんとかしてよ。
前言を
What an interesting group, man.
そろそろ一緒に来てもらうことにするよ、ナルト君。
Naruto-kun.
まずは俺だ。影分身。
螺旋丸
Dang, dude. Another clone.
つも影分身
Bro, all three of them were down?
さくらちゃんばあちゃんさくらちゃん
Don't look in his eyes. Dude, this is so freaking hype right now.
水分身の術。水牢の術。
No, not the water prison.
しまった。
Ooh.
リネジテンペン。
カカシ先生
Bro, where'd they all go?
どうなってるんだってばよ
Yeah, for real. Crazy, dude. Oh, man. Loving these fights. Man, dude, Tachi's built different. It's kind of cool seeing, like, a lot of Genjutsu at play, because we haven't really seen a ton of it in the show yet. But he's isolated them now. It's a 1v1 at this point.
息が。
なんとかしてやりたいが、この状況ではわしが出て行っても足手まといになるばかりじゃ。
Pakun's their #1 fan.
サメ肌は私しか認めない。
It's cool you can, like, summon it.
なるほど。不用意に他人の武器を使うものではないな。俺も。
あれはヌンチャク。
ガイ先生がヌンチャクを使うなんて。
Dang. Hmm.
面白くなりそうですね。さあ始めましょうか。
影分身なのか
What the heck? Damn, dude, this has to be Genjutsu, right? This is some wild shit.
目は見なかったのにくそなんで現実に
この目だけが現実を発動する手段ではない。この指一本あればそれは可能、ナルト君。
あの時か
安心しろ、万華鏡シャリンガンは使わないというより今は使えないと言った方が正しい。
Tell me why.
どういうことだ
君が知る必要はない。
And maybe it's because he's splitting his chakra.
そろそろ眠ってもらおう。
現実を食らうなんて
正しく現実を解く方法だ。
現術を解く方法？
現実を食らった時は解くのにコツがある。
エロ仙人。
その子
仙人ってばよ。
なんじゃ。
現術のかけ方を教えてくれよ。ね、なんだよそのリアクションは。
These two, man.
術というのは相手の五感に働きかけ、その脳神経系に流れるチャクラを己がコントロール。
よくわかる。
Exactly.
だから誰もお前に現実を使いこなせとは言っとらん。そもそもお前はまるっきり現実タイプの忍びではないからの。
そうなの？次の修行。
Oh my gosh.
なんでだよ。
駅には現実使いがいるんだからの。例えば内派イタチ。
そういや、奴の術でカカシ先生も倒されてたってばよ。
だから現実への対処法はちゃんとやっておく。現実中は相手に頭の中のチャクラをコントロールされとる状態だ。だからもし現実を食らったら一旦己のチャクラの流れを可能な限り止めるよう心が
チャクラの流れを止める？
今では無意識のうちにチャクラを足の裏に集中させて水の上に立っとる。
そういえば
俺らもすべて一旦ストップさせる。やってみ。
まずはチャクラの流れを止めりゃいいんだね。
But it's gonna be a lot harder than he thinks. Oh, never mind. He did well.
そこですかさず一気に相手を上回る力でチャクラの流れを乱す。
わかったってばよ。
そうすれば現実は解ける。
Looks pretty good. That's pretty quick. Damn, let's go. Damn, dude, that sword's crazy, man. Guy seems to be doing pretty well, though. Doesn't even look at it. He's gonna have to end this. Damn. I really like how he, like when he throws his sword up or moves it and he does the hand signals and then like catches it. It's just so cool. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but now he's underwater. Can't imagine that's a good thing against Kisame.
この程度で借りを返し終えたと思わないでください。水遁五色ザメ一色二色三色
And bop that shark.
四色五色
Oh. So they like regenerate.
五色のサメたちが骨も残さず食い尽くして差し上げますよ。
仕方ない。
何のおつもりです？
八門遁甲第一。
Yo, what?
九門。
No way, bro.
第三正門。第四。
Dude, let's go. This is crazy.
この異常な体力回復力は
第五都門。
Holy shit. Dude, if Rock Lee was insane with it, just imagine Guy with it.
これは凄まじい量のチャクラが放出されている。
まさかあれを使う気なのか。八門遁甲第六啓門開
Dude. Dude, he literally has made like a whole entry for himself to get out. Just blow the water out of the way. He is a beast indeed. Okay, Neji. Nice, dude. Pop, 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 pop. Huge.
大丈夫か？テンテン。
ありがとうネジ。
助かりました。あの構えは。
成長している。
He has, man. Oh, dude, that episode went so freaking fast. No. Whoa. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move forward with the review section. Man, fun set of episodes here. Off the bat, just really great getting to see Guy Sensei fully fighting, fully seeing him in the, I don't know, just taking like an actual lead in a fight. You know, obviously in OG Naruto, we had only gotten, I don't know, like a couple kicks from him, basically. You've always gotten the sense that he's strong, but he you know, keeps up with Kisame really well. And obviously we get left off on a huge cliffhanger with him opening up, what, 6 of the inner gates? Really interesting. I mean, obviously that's hype, and if there's gonna be somebody to push him to that point, it makes sense that it's one of the Akatsuki. But I'm kind of curious on, like, oh, not exactly curious, but I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to remember how many gates Rock Lee could open. I think it was like 4 or 5. It definitely wasn't as many as he just opened. I'm pretty sure Rock Lee couldn't open as many, and I think Guy Sensei opening 6, obviously he's probably gonna be even stronger. And I think there's 8 gates, right? And I don't know if the last 2, I think the last 2, well, the last one's like death, right? Something like that. So obviously you don't want to open up all 8 or else you die, even though you get like the most power. So maybe if you're gonna like sacrifice yourself, but it seems like practically speaking, you know, you kind of just open up a few of the gates so you don't, you know, hurt yourself too bad. But I'm also curious about how this will affect Guy, right? Like, you know, what's the implications of this on him? Because when Rock Lee used it, I mean, his body was wrecked afterwards. He was totally done. And obviously Gaara came and, you know, crushed his arm and leg too, but it seemed like he got like really messed up as well from just using the power. So I'm imagining Guy will be able to handle it better just because like he's trained his body for so long and whatnot. But yeah, cool seeing that power in general. We don't get to see a ton of the fighting with it yet. I think that'll be saved for the next episode. But dude, so freaking sick. I love it. I gotta say, I really like Kisame in this episode too. I really thought seeing him in action, you know, we saw him quite a bit in action in OG Naruto when they infiltrate the Leaf Village, but we get to see a lot more here. Him taking 4 Leaf Shinobis on at once. You see how dynamic and powerful he is. I really love when he throws up his sword and just does like the hand signals and then catches it. Just so freaking cool. Like, how can you not like that? And yeah, like they said a few episodes ago about Kisame having like the most chakra reserves, you can tell just by like the first ability he uses, like how much water he spreads on the landscape. So he can just like make any, you know, environment advantageous for him versus other people. You know, he doesn't need to fight around water. So and we get to see him use some familiar techniques like the water prison that Zabuza used all the way back in OG Naruto. Yeah, I really like this character. His sword is really cool too, like just the dynamicism of it. Even Guy's you know, a little quarrel together about Guy not remembering him is pretty funny as well. But yeah, it's been fun watching him and just Akatsuki in general, like seeing Itachi's Genjutsu in this in the fight against Naruto. You know, kind of like the style of it is really cool with all the crows and like it's like the people kind of like forming and you know, shifting from a person to these dark crows and whatnot. It was fun. I watched this episode with my girlfriend, and she says that Itachi reminds her of, or at least the design, not really necessarily the character, but the design reminds her of Illumi from Hunter x Hunter. Kind of because he has like a crow themed kind of thing going on too, and like she compared him like pointing, kind of like how Illumi always points at like Killua and like tries to, you know, manipulate him and stuff. So their powers or their designs are somewhat similar to a degree. Powers, maybe, but yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing a little bit more of his Genjutsu, and I like the focus on Genjutsu in this episode in general because it definitely was like the third power type in OG Naruto that didn't really get used that much. We saw a few use cases of it, but never really like a super strong opponent, especially the main antagonist, you know, never really used it a ton. Maybe like in small forms, like Orochimaru would use it to like, you know, shock fear into them, I think, but nothing like to this extent, especially if, you know, we see Itachi use the Mangekyo, you know, that's obviously even a further extent. Speaking of that, probably the most interesting part of the episode by far is Kakashi's analysis of Itachi, them going back and forth a little bit. You know, he kind of reiterates from his fight about how if Itachi uses Mangekyo, it uses a lot of chakra, one, so he can't use it too much because it makes him really tired, but also seems to come with some risk, right? Like, he says, oh yeah, so in the flashback, Kisame says if he uses it too much, or if Itachi uses it too much, that it comes with some risk. We don't know what that is. You know, maybe, you know, that could just be as simple as, you know, use too much chakra, you pass out, you lose your fight kind of thing. But it also, at this point with Kakashi kind of adding something in, he says, your eyesight, how much has it weakened? Very, very interesting. My mind was like going like crazy during that. I was like, really? Like, what? Okay, so there's something more to this going on. So I'm gonna throw out some theories. One, I'm wondering if it's around the Mangekyo power in general. Like, if you attain it, do you slowly lose like the power of your Sharingan over time? Or if you use it, like every time you use it, it becomes weaker and weaker, or your Sharingan becomes weaker and weaker? Or is it just the Mangekyo itself becomes weaker and weaker, or something like that? There definitely seems to be some kind of trade-off here, outside of just killing your best friend. So that was interesting. And I may be looking into this too much. It could just be a design thing, but in this moment when Kakashi calls out Itachi, you know, he opens his you know, the band from his eye, and you know, we get a quick little glance, like switches from Itachi to Kakashi back and forth, and Kakashi's eye looks way more red, like way more bright red than Itachi's. Like, Itachi's eyes almost look like they're a little bit duller in color. So I'm wondering if that's like, you know, a visual representation of his Sharingan weakening or his eyesight weakening. That'd be pretty interesting. But I don't know, I feel like later in the episode when he's fighting Naruto, like his eyes are a little bit brighter again, so could be looking like too much into that, but I don't know, that'd be really interesting. And in general, it's just like making me think a lot more about Sharingan still. Like, I don't know, it's cool to like that they're continuously developing this power, even though like we learned so much about it already. All right, let's go and move forward with the character ratings. For MVP, I'm actually going to give it to Kisame, man. I really liked his character in these episodes. I just thought his fighting style was super cool. I don't know, the whole sword throwing it up, or like kind of going away, and he can kind of like summon it, and him using the hand signals in between. I keep doing this. I don't know any of the hand signals. I need to learn some. But it's just so cool. Like, I don't know, like he's so smooth with it. He was definitely like, you know, I don't know if you could call him like the most valuable like character or whatever, but for me, he was like kind of like my favorite character in these set of episodes, so I'll give it to him. For the best moment, gotta give it to Guy and him opening the 8 inner gates, well, 6 specifically. Just so cool, man. Like, I don't know, back when Rock Lee did it, obviously so sick, but you know, seeing Guy use it and like knowing that Guy, you know, is, you know, his sensei, he's going to be stronger than Rock Lee even, just makes me excited to see it at that level. And lastly, for the funniest moment, I really love the flashback with Naruto and Jiraiya when Jiraiya is, you know, explaining Genjutsu to Naruto and how to kind of like counter it and whatnot, but Naruto is obviously eager to like want to learn a cool technique, so he wants to learn Genjutsu, but when Jiraiya tries to you know, explain it to him, he doesn't understand it. Of course, Jiraiya can read Naruto pretty well. He knows he's not the intelligent cerebral type. He's the you know, kind of the brute force kind of guy. Oh man, Naruto's like demeanor or like attitude with like learning new techniques is like one of the best parts about his relationship with Jiraiya. They go hand in hand together. It's so funny. But yeah, I think that'll do it for these episodes. Seems like next ones are gonna be pretty freaking sick too, so excited to watch those. Appreciate y'all watching with me today. If y'all enjoyed it, consider dropping a like, subscribing, any of the good YouTube stuff. I always appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a really good rest of your day. Catch you next time. Peace.